First of all, screw the Yankees. Let's go Red Sox. I see your shirt and the Mets too. But other than that, let's get this interview started.
What a start. You know I'm right. The podcast that uncovers the origin stories of some of the biggest names in sports, media, and entertainment, and so much more. Joe, we're pumped up for our guest today.
No.
He's from Boston. He's wicked. He's wicked smart, but he's living in
Get
New
me
York like
started.
us. How you doing? And he's a New Yorker now.
All I know is
Oh,
I was gonna give him the best introduction. I was gonna be like, wow, we have a cook on with us, a head chef for the Icebound Bar. We got a model. We have one of the greatest Big Brother competition players of all time, and now he's not getting any of that. You motherfucker.
hey, you wore the Yankees shirt during the interview,
You
okay?
asked for it, Joe.
You throw on my Red Sox jersey, and then we'll get started.
Well,
Yes.
congratulations. They were eliminated from the playoffs not too long ago. The
Yeah,
Yankees are going to win the East again. Hopefully, the World
Okay.
Series again soon.
yeah.
Listen, Boston's on its way down. New York's on the up and up again.
Yeah, it's looking like that in terms of all the sports. We come and go. One of us picks it up, the other one brings it down, you know. But
Well,
no, it's all fun and games. Just messing with you guys. Thank
no,
you for
I
having
love
me.
it. I screw the Yankees. I'm with you on that. And Joe usually do the introduction, but he did it himself. We got Tucker with us. Tucker,
Yes.
welcome to the show. I mean, we've had so many guests on the show with us, and I've never been asked so many times before in my life, when are you getting Tucker on? When are you getting Tucker on? So we finally made it happen, and we're here chatting it up right now. I mentioned it
Let's
before.
go.
Tucker, he's from New England, lives in Brooklyn now. He's in New York like us, right by us in Staten Island. So I got to ask you the hard-hitting question. Manhattan or New England clam chowder?
Oh, well, see, you're also asking the wrong person because I don't eat seafood.
Okay.
As wild as it is
Ah,
being an Italian from Boston, how do you do? I don't like
That's was
seafood. I
easy.
grew up
That's the
with corn
seafood.
chowder.
Okay.
So to weirdly answer that, my grandma's corn chowder is number one.
okay.
And in terms of clam chowder, I don't know about clam chowder. I don't eat that stuff. But I would think Boston. I'm sorry, but I would
No,
think
I
Boston.
think you're right. Joe would agree too.
Absolutely not. I'm a Manhattan guy.
Ugh.
I like New England clam chowder, though. I like
Come
the.
on, Joe. Come to the dark side. Let's go.
All right, well, we'll wait for that. But you attended Hofstra, right? So,
Yes.
like I mentioned before, you ended up being a couple different things. But what were your initial career aspirations?
Like I originally went to school for television and film production at Hofstra, and before I went there, I was looking at schools that were, either good film schools or my main focus at that time was physical therapy and kinesiology because I was in an arts program in high school, but when we took instead of taking regular tests, we would draw all the bones in the body and stuff for anatomy and whatever. So I was super into that. I was a health nut. I played football and I wrestled, and I realized like I know enough to keep myself healthy. I don't know why I'm obsessed with movies and why I always need to have a camera in my hands. So I'll go to film school. And I was there in film school, like, oh, I don't know anything. And people in here know everything. Like, who wrote this, who directed this, who produced this, who acted in it, what year it came out, what other films they did. And I'm just like, oh man, I bit off more than I could chew, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna tough this out. Might take a year off, which I did, and went back and graduated, and it was a lovely, amazing experience. So I'm a
And
film major, baby.
that's right. And you are an artist. You are a painter. You're a true modern day Renaissance man. That's the exact reason why Rabina could not keep her hands off of you in the Big Brother house. We'll get to
Ah,
that as
thanks.
well. So let's talk about your modeling and your acting career.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the projects you've done. Cicada in 2020, The Good Fight in 2017, My Crazy Love in 2014. I actually went into the archives too because I've seen some of your modeling pictures, right? And
Yeah.
I've seen some pictures of you with some pretty well-known celebrities. There's a picture of you floating out there with Victoria Justice, right?
Oh,
I did a whole shoot with her. Yeah,
nice.
I
You
did a
see
whole
it?
shoot with her for
I don't know. It's
Cosmopolitan magazine.
unfortunately it's blurry, but yeah.
I
Uh,
know the exact one you're doing. Yeah, we had I did a shoot with her for Cosmopolitan. We got like the inside cover and I think the back cover. I can't remember if we had the back cover or not, but we were shooting for it. But definitely got the inside cover. That was really fun. It was in some abandoned bank in Brooklyn where they shoot a lot of movies and stuff too. And a fun fact about that is I went to visit my mom. She was in Costa Rica. Now my dad lives there, but she was there just having a vacation. And I went to visit her with two of my friends from college, and we walk into the local grocery store to get like fruits and veggies and meat. And that Cosmopolitan magazine was right there on the counter. And my mom had to open it up and show all the ladies working. And it was a really fun, surreal moment. So yes, I did work with Victoria Justice. That was a fun time. She's a great, lovely lady. And that was just as her shows was coming out.
Victorious.
I forget what it was called.
Victorious.
Victorious, yes, yeah, yep. And so yeah, that was a really fun, cool shoot. Great props, big team, but just us two talents there, so that was great. And there's been others. I've done like a TV commercial with Justin Timberlake for Fresh Leaves before. I've worked with Cara Delevingne for a Dior commercial.
Very nice.
Number of things here and there.
So I got to ask you this question because we had your rival Lisa on the show. I mean, you could guess her answer, but who was the better cook in the house, you or Lisa? And
Don't even get me started. Oh, you guys. No, no. I love Lisa. I apologize, Lisa, for saying you're not a chef, but everyone in there had their reasonings to it. It was funny because like I didn't even notice or really care that she cut me off in the middle of my like introduction. And then everyone in throughout the house was like, "Oh, that was weird. She cut you off. That was weird." And then after a couple days, I'm like, yeah, that was messed up, because you need to look for something in there to go after these people, because
right.
no one would get on the show if they were a bad person. Everyone in there is a great person, and I remember saying the first day we're in there, I was pointing to the oven clock, and I was like, "You guys see what time that says? That might not be the actual time, okay? That's what we signed up for." And we just got to know that none of us would get in here if we weren't good people. This is a game, bottom line. Yes, it's high stakes, high rewards, a lot of money, and a lot of emotion, and like manipulating that goes on. But we have to remember at the end, everyone is a good person and that they have an outside life to go to. So let's like compartmentalize these things, keep them separate. I think everyone did a very good job at that. But Lisa and I are cut from two different cloths. She cooks different things than I do. She is a really good cook. I was a have-not when she was cooking, and I was dying smelling her really good tacos and stuff. And yeah, so
you were the head chef. You're the head chef at Icebound Bar, which you got a shout out from Brooklyn during the show. But
yeah, that was very sweet.
You're a chef. So what's your specialty? Obviously not fish. What's your main thing you're cooking?
So I have a number of things, but if I have like two top ones or maybe three top ones, my favorite thing to cook is my slow cooked salsa verde, pineapple, guava, pulled pork that then I put into empanadas with manchego cheese and some elote. So
oh shit, that sounds really good.
Got it on that one, dude. Yeah, that one goes crazy. I feed all like the guys in my building, the maintenance dudes, the door guys, and then if it's something where it's like I'm with foodies, they've had some of my things, and they're like, "What's the best thing you can possibly cook?" It's my family's famous meatballs. Then anytime I cook them for people, because they are just meatballs, but when everyone who's eaten them has been like, some of them are happy, some of them a little ashamed to say it, but they're like, "These are the best meatballs I've ever had. What did you do?"
He's
I
Italian.
can't tell them, it's a secret. But yeah, my meatballs are crazy good. And I was trying to get the ingredients for them in the house. Couldn't get them, but I'll chef them up next time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me ask you a question. Cody, once upon a time, was one of the better Big Brother players. His brother, Paulie Calafiore, played the game, went on to do different competition shows. Do you think we'll ever see your brother in the Big Brother game? And for you personally, let's say you were approached to do the next All-Star season. Would you ever consider going back into the house?
Okay, yeah. So for All-Stars, run it up. I'm ready. When I was in there, I was like, I don't know. I'm one and done on this thing. And then the second I got voted out, it started just boiling up inside me. I was like, bring me back in that house right now. I'm ready. But Plus now you know you have the support and all that. That was a big mental thing for me to get over. I didn't know if anyone in my family was watching and stuff. So that, yes, definitely run it up for All Stars. Let's go. And my brother, oh man, have I been trying to get him to go on a show like this? If let's say like a Survivor or an Amazing Race thing happens down the way, like
Yeah.
he and Rubina are battling that out, like
Ah,
Rubina, I would definitely do either one of them with Rubina, but my brother and I have talked about it for years and years and years, so I would have to talk with Rubina about it, but give him first dibs. I think he would definitely be down for one of those. I don't know if he would be down for Big Brother because of how long of a commitment it can be.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go back and not have a job like all of us end up coming back.
But listen, Tucker, you did well. I mean, you didn't make the jury, but you got a payday, which most people don't get. You got a lot of money coming your way finale night as well, most likely. So
hopefully.
So we'll see. But I mean, I got to ask you, during the week that you went home, I mean, T'Kor absolutely botched her HOH, probably the worst HOH of all time. But did you really give up your trip to Hawaii to Mckensey all because you went there in 2013 for a GQ shoot? Were you like, I've been there, done that. I don't need to see that. I'll take the punishment.
You guys are good.
We're very
You guys
good at what
are
we do.
good. I love the research you've done. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. No, honestly, right away when there was that trip to Hawaii, I was like, oh, I got my boy Chemo there, and everyone was like, yo, relax. And I'm like, because then, Mckensey was really about the trip and was talking about her mom and getting choked up. And I'm just like, all right, well, hopefully I win money being the BBAI instigator. Cause like, I was like, worst case, hopefully I get at least $5,000. And I was like, I could use that to go down there. And, I am a big fan of the punishments on the show. I had a checklist of things I really wanted to do. I wanted to get as much of that experience as possible. So we all knew that was the punishment coming up. Everyone knows that's how they do them out. And Cam and I were talking, and I was just like, "You really going for that thing, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going for the veto." And I was like, "All right, I'll get stuck with this punishment." Then I really we were so close.
You still have the costume? Did you bring it home with you?
Oh, so the second I came out in it and I was talking with people, I was just like, "Can I keep this?" Because I am biking around New York City in this outfit. I am rocking this for Halloween, and I am, anytime friends come over to my place, like I'm gonna answer the door wearing this outfit, and they have to keep it for now, but I'm getting it at the end of the show.
Very
so
nice.
Hopefully I have it for Halloween, and then you'll see me just being a weirdo wearing it random days biking in the city for sure.
Awesome. Well, we know that you could handle the challenge. Can the challenge handle you?
Doubt it, but run it up. Let's see. Come on, dude. I was made for that. I was made for shows like this. Anything.
You were made for reality TV.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm here. I'm here for the long run, guys. I don't plan on going anywhere.
I mean, you're causing chaos in a house of 16. Imagine a house with 39 other people. I mean, let's make it happen. So we'll see. We'll see. Last thing from me here, Tucker. In your life or your career, what would you say is your I'm right moment? What I mean by that, it's a time or place where you're going to pursue something. You ask somebody for advice. They said, Tucker, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. It's not going to work out. And you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to do it anyway. And in the end, you will see why it is that I'm right about this. And I could tell you, I told you so.
Yeah, so when was my moment for that?
Yeah.
I think it was going on Big Brother. Honestly, I've been asked about reality shows since I was 18. Everything from like The Circle and any like Love Island, all those shows, and I never really had an interest in them. I kind of always wanted to get into acting a bit, and people would say like it's not a good way to get your foot in the door and whatever. And then it just grew and grew, and in the back of my mind for years, I'm like, The Rock is the highest paid actor. Like he did WWE first. Like this doesn't matter
anymore.
To
NXT, he's going to
and if you got the talent, then like take a platform and like see where it goes from it. And I really went against what I believed in for so long and went with the audition process of this and rapidly was falling in love with it and the show, and was loving the challenge aspect of it, of me knowing I was playing catch up because there's mega super duper fans out there, and just knew like I look, I watched like 7 seasons, 6, 7 seasons. I studied it a lot, but I studied more so what games were happening, what terminology was used, how these relationships work. I wasn't studying anyone else's way of playing the game. And I was just really happy I did all that and stuck to it, you know? Like I texted Cody, I was like, I'm up for this, dude. Just thinking about you, like I'll keep you posted. And he was like, just be yourself. And that was the only advice. And it was great because I could have been someone that was like, yo, tell me this, and that. But that's just not me. And that's not Cody either. So it was really a moment where I had a lot of places where I could have been like, nah, I'm good and backed out, but I really stuck with it. And that like aha moment hit when I left. You don't know it all when you're in there, but when I left and someone stopped me at the LAX airport and they're like, "Are you Tucker?" I'm a huge fan. I got to FaceTime.
We had a fan question about that. Twisted Fate BB wants to know, did your ears stop ringing yet since you left the house?
Twisted Fate BB, thank you for asking. Yes, they have stopped ringing. They did. It was maybe 2 days when I got back, and then it eased up. But it was just there's a lot of electrical equipment in there, and being a film major, I know that
everyone's talking about you too. So your ears ring.
Yeah, my ears were always running. I was listening to everything. I could hear them through the wall sometimes. Yeah, it was great. But no, yeah, I guess I just have a lot more sensitive ears than other people. I mean, everyone else in there heard the ringing from the piece of equipment I'll point out, but it would be they would have to like actively listen in and then hear it. Meanwhile, it was the first thing that happened to me. So I thank you for asking that. It has gone away. Much appreciated. Because that was one of the harder parts of it for sure.
Tucker.
But production was really good, and they helped handle it as professionally and by the rules as they could, you know. And it was great. I should have went to them sooner. I waited like 7 days and was like barely sleeping. And the second I talked to him, I was like, oh, yeah, you guys have dealt with everything. I should have came in here earlier. I was just being tough. But thank you guys. The earplugs helped a lot, so it was very much needed.
Tucker, we appreciate this. We had a lot of fun doing this with you. We're going to wrap up with you here. My last question. Yeah. I know my way around New York City very, very well. I was born in Brooklyn. My dad's from Manhattan. But we got to ask you, when are you coming to Staten Island, man? I mean, we got a lot of things for you to do here.
Staten, Italy? You tell me, baby. I'll make my way down there whenever. I got my company car. I'll drive. I'll bring you guys some Icebound bars. Maybe I'll cook some meatballs and drive them down. But no, let's definitely talk about it. I would love to come by, hang out, meet up. We go to somewhere. It would be.
You play pickleball?
Yeah, I play pickleball. I started it actually when I was out in LA. And then
Tucker, we're gonna see you this Friday night. We're going for some pickleball.
Oh, Friday night pickleball sounds all right.
I like that. But Tucker, we appreciate.
I'm wearing my Red Sox stuff though.
Nah, boo. All right.
I'll wear my big Poppy jersey so we can.
Get the hell out of here. The both of you. Anyway, Tucker, we appreciate your time. We love doing this with you. Best of luck. You're going to be doing something else real soon.
Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate
and what we do is we always give our guests the last word. So if there's anything else you would personally like to share or promote for yourself, where can we find you? And like I said, come out to Staten Island soon. Maybe we'll come out to Brooklyn. Let's hang out soon. Love that.
Oh, please do come out here. And I just love and appreciate all the support I've been getting. I thank CBS a million times over for considering me for this. I thank you guys for taking the time and the opportunity to have me on here. It's all been a pleasure. Ziggy's barking. He wants to get in the video. It's hold on, mister. It's been just so surreal. And okay, I'll get him. Hold on.
Yeah. We know the answer to the Baja Man question. Who let the dogs out? The answer is
Tucker.
Shout out all my dogs at the crib. Let's go.
That.
Tucker and Quinn are having a bark off real soon, from what I heard.
Yeah, and I got my Cameo cranking. So in the meantime, if you guys want some funny videos, hey, I'll roast people. I'll give them a little pep talk. I'll sing happy birthday. You name it, I'm there. Run it up.
All right.
Run it up, baby.
That's awesome. Tucker, thank you so much for your time. This has been amazing. And that's been here for this episode of You Know I'm Right for our very special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Tucker, my co-host Joe. I'm Nick, and this has been You Know I'm Right.